at 9, a milling company has reached a deal with the state of Wisconsin in a proposed settlement over allegations of multiple violations. The $940,000 settlement would resolve a civil action alleging over 30 violations by Didion Milling and Didion Ethanol during 2019 inspections. Violations included failure to control emissions, detect leaks, inspect equipment, and monitor devices. This after a 2017 grain dust explosion at the Cambria mill killed 5 employees, resulting in a federal indictment on violations of safety standards. The company stated it is cooperating with officials, saying, quote, "While we may not agree on the details of the allegations, the company has agreed to a resolution in the spirit of moving forward. We reaffirm our commitment to a safe, clean, and healthy environment."